Morning of day 4. It's 3:30 a.m. and we're headed to Yellowstone National Park. Got about 12-hour truck ride. It'd been 11, but we got to go around a wildfire. So here we go. We're well into Wyoming. About 4 hours from the shack in Colorado. Plenty of antelope on both sides of the highway, and plenty of 18-wheelers. Still in Wyoming. Lots and lots of sagebrush. I kind of forgot what a tree looks like. Finally found some trees. We're in the Teton National Forest, closing in on Jackson. Got about 3 hours to go according to my map. Had a little pit stop / leg stretch at Hoback Campground in Wyoming. We're not far from Jackson. Made it to West Yellowstone. Just got my fishing permit for 3 days starting tomorrow. Gonna go in the local fly shop, get some flies, get the scoop, see what they're biting, so I can embarrass myself tomorrow in the next 2 days. Just had some elk in the road, passed a couple bison. I keep forgetting to turn this camera on because I'm trying to get other pictures. Sorry. Eating a late lunch right beside the Yellowstone River. Still haven't done any fishing. Getting a little carried away sightseeing. Well, we're headed out of the park. It started lightning on me. It's kind of sketchy holding a lightning rod. But we're heading into town to get some more hoppers because that's what they're eating for the morning. Or Friday morning, rather. We got a big day planned tomorrow. And yeah. See y'all tomorrow. Morning of day 6. We're headed to Grand Teton. Gonna go for a little boat ride and a small hike. Headed to the Jenny Lake trailhead. We're kind of on a time crunch, so we're gonna take the boat there and maybe back. I don't know. We're gonna do a long hike, but we don't have time. We got other stuff planned. We'll see. boat. We got a elk bugling bike tour at 4 p.m. sharp. Here we go. Just got done hiking to Inspiration Point. We're gonna make a loop around the Tetons, and then we gotta be at Jackson about 4. We're gonna try to get there about 3:30 for a bike tour. I made it to the bike rental place in Jackson. Traffic is heavy, and it's still raining pretty good. Whee! We have a very strong headwind, but it's slightly downhill now. No elk yet. No elk yet. Looks like our last stop. Well, we heard one. He was a long ways off. It sounded like more than one. So last night, we got done with the bike tour. We heard one very faint elk bugle right at dark, so we got loaded up and started headed back to West Yellowstone from Tetons. And we got back into Yellowstone, and it started snowing. I mean, coming down. It got pretty sketchy at one point, but 2.5 hours later, we got back to West Yellowstone. And now we're standing at the Firehole River, about to try to catch some fish. The weather has considerably cooled off. They were eating hoppers 2 days ago, but I don't know if they're going to eat hoppers today or not. We're going to find out though. There's an osprey flying down the river. Check that out. There's another one. Tied on a different fly. Let's give that a go. Well, this one's not sticky. I mean, you can prevent better in the Yellowstone River, even though this is not the Yellowstone River. It rhymed though. Fishing with an indicator now. No fish in the fire hole, so we're gonna go see her waterfall.
Let's go.
If y'all ever plan to go to Yellowstone National Park, expect a lot of this. So we're back at the Madison again. Just got done picnicking, boiled some water, had another freeze dried, and she found out that puffy jackets are not flame proof. Burn a pretty good hole in her jacket.
It's covered right now, but it's right here.
Change of game plan. Tying on a hopper. Wasn't going to, but walking down here to the Madison, there's a whole bunch of hoppers hopping around in the grass, so that's what we're doing. Let's see if it works. Huh? Uh-uh. Oh man. Got it a little low. Got it a little low. You see that? I just hooked a tiny one. I just hooked one like this big. Yeah, he came all the way out of the water and came off. And I'm currently hooked in my clothes. Moving on down the river. Caught a tiny one. Came off in mid-flight. It was about 2 inches long. Well, I don't think they're eating hoppers. It's cooling off. Passenger princess. It's passenger princessing. Maybe to a new spot. I don't know. So pristine, I don't even like standing in it. Day 8. We're leaving Montana, headed into Idaho, and probably gonna head to Colorado Springs today on the way back home. Here we go.
That cow is looking at you like, do something.
Oh, you too? Oh, come on.
Gowies. Gowies. Hey, gowies. Hey, gowies. Hey, gowies. How's that white faces?
There's free range cattle up in these parts of the world.
Look at them.
We're walking down to Mesa Falls. It's in Idaho, kind of off the beaten path to Rexburg, but you should check it out if you come up here, because it's awesome. Well, that was Upper Mesa Falls. Now we're headed to the truck to go to Rexburg so she can feed a baby bear at Bear World.
Yay.
I'm having a nice hearty breakfast. Last night for dinner. Well, we're leaving Rexburg, Idaho. It's going to do it for this road trip. For y'all anyway, we got about 23 hours to drive home. That may happen in one time or two or maybe three. Who knows? See y'all on the next one.